Welcome to the Deep Dive, your cosmic companion. We're really digging into something significant today, the astrological landscape of September 2025. This month feels packed, honestly. Lots of profound shifts, especially if you happen to be a Capricorn rising. Our mission really is to uncover those key insights, help you navigate it all with a bit more purpose, maybe some clarity.
Yeah, love to attack this.
Yeah, September 2025 is, well, it's definitely eclipse season. And I can tell you, the energy is anything but light. It's quite intense. We're looking at two major celestial events. They're really the main event, driving these significant shifts for, well, everyone. First up, there's a total lunar eclipse in Pisces. That's on September 7th. It's likely going to challenge us all to release illusions, maybe some unsustainable dreams.
Okay, illusions and dreams.
Then on September 21st, we get a partial solar eclipse, and it's right at that critical 29th degree of Virgo. Astrologers call that the anaretic degree. It brings really powerful endings, but also fresh starts. Themes around health, work, daily routines. That degree emphasizes a kind of culmination, a real urgency. Wow, 29 degrees. That always feels potent.
It really does. And as if that wasn't enough, Saturn retrogrades back into Pisces right at the start of the month. It's the final pass there. So it's like one last look at where you've really been asked to grow over the past couple of years.
Okay, so while this impacts everyone, you're saying this deep dive is especially for Capricorn rising.
That's right. If you're Capricorn rising, these transits hit you most directly, like on a physical level in your daily life, how you present yourself. But hey, even if your rising sign is different, stick around. There's still immense value here. Think about your sun sign for career and purpose shifts, and maybe your moon sign for what's happening emotionally or at home. We'll touch on all the key dates.
Got it. So September 2025 definitely sounds like a cosmic turning point for Capricorns. Lots of reflection, growth, practical realignments too, it seems. And your ruling planet, Saturn, kicking things off right at the start. That feels incredibly significant. Let's explore that early September energy.
Indeed. So September 1st, Saturn retrogrades back into Pisces. And for you, Capricorn rising, that's squarely in your third house.
Yeah.
That's communication, learning, your local environment, siblings, neighbors, that sort of thing.
And this is the final pass until 2026.
Exactly. It's a crucial final look until Saturn moves on.
Yeah.
So given this last chance to integrate, what's the key lesson here? What's one practical step?
Good question. Well, this transit really asks you to revisit conversations, commitments, maybe plans that have been bubbling up since, March 2023? You might find yourself reevaluating your whole mindset, how you express yourself day to day.
Revisiting things.
Yeah, or maybe reconsidering past talks with relatives or neighbors. Time to clarify boundaries, perhaps. Repair misunderstandings. It could even be about picking up a skill or an educational goal you put down. The practical step. Just do the work. Engage with it. Integrate these lessons now before Saturn moves into your fourth house in Aries early 2026. We already had a taste of that, remember?
All right, sort of tying up those karmic loose ends.
Exactly.
Okay then, September 2nd. The energy shifts a bit. Mercury enters Virgo, activating your ninth house. That's higher education, long trips, personal beliefs.
The bigger picture stuff.
Precisely. You'll likely gain some remarkable clarity here. It's a really good time to organize detailed plans. Maybe for upcoming travel or that course you were thinking about. You might find you're communicating complex ideas really effectively, maybe in academic settings or professional ones. Or, you might just feel inspired to share your knowledge, teaching, writing, publishing perhaps. It's about bringing that Virgo detail to your grand visions.
Okay, structuring the big ideas. But here's where it gets maybe a little unpredictable. September 3rd, Mercury in Virgo squares Uranus in Gemini. Hits your sixth house. What kind of unexpected curveballs might Capricorn see here?
Yeah, curveballs is a good word for it. This aspect definitely has the potential for unexpected disruptions. Could be sudden changes at work, maybe new responsibilities dropped on you, or unforeseen travel delays messing with your daily schedule.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. Or even just unexpected information that forces you to adapt your routine super quickly. Maybe reconsider health plans or daily arrangements you just made. It really asks you to be adaptable, quick on your feet, like dodging traffic.
Okay, good heads up. Then the very next day, September 4th, Mars in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer. That's your 10th house of career and 7th house of partnerships. Mars squaring Jupiter often suggests some tension, right? Where might Capricorns feel that push-pull? What's the advice?
Yeah, definitely potential for tension. Could bring impulsive decisions, especially in professional relationships, or maybe overly ambitious moves. Like you might agree way too quickly to a partnership or a contract without really checking all the details, the overall impact.
Dry jumping the gun.
Exactly. Or maybe a really exciting career opportunity comes up, but pursuing it strains your close relationships or annoys your business partners. It requires some really careful diplomacy then, doesn't it, to balance both sides effectively. Key advice, just slow down.
Mm.
Don't let that ambition override checking things properly or considering others.
Makes sense. Then, after that flurry, September 5th, Uranus stations retrograde in Gemini, again in your sixth house. Feels like a moment to pause and reflect on daily life.
That's precisely it. This transit really urges you to rethink your approach. Health, work, daily responsibilities.
Mm.
Are they really working for you? You might look back at recent changes to your routine, adjust them so they actually suit your evolving needs better. Or it could be a sudden light bulb moment about your job or your health practices that prompts you to make some necessary adjustments, maybe innovate a little. It's about getting your day-to-day life more authentically aligned.
Okay, so adjusting routines, communication, and then this powerful turning point you mentioned looms September 7th, the first major eclipse. A total lunar eclipse in Pisces, back in your third house. Sounds like a big moment of completion. What's culminating here for Capricorns?
Yeah, this one echoes themes from way back, September 18th of 2024, actually. It signals the completion, or at least a significant shift, of something local, maybe a project, a course of study you've been doing, or even a key relationship, sibling, neighbor, someone right there in your community.
Interesting. So local ties and communication.
Right. You might get some really emotional insights about your own communication patterns,
Hmm.
and that could lead to lasting changes, helping you express yourself more authentically, more constructively. It's a profound release, really. A recalibration of how you interact with your immediate world sets the stage for more genuine connections going forward.
Wow. So much happening in just the first week. As we shift from that intensity, mid-month seems to offer a different vibe, more building and balancing. Like September 12th, Sun and Virgo sextiles Jupiter in Cancer. And Mercury sextiles Jupiter too. Sounds like positive energy flowing, partnerships, learning.
It really is. This creates a beautiful, easy flow between your ninth house of learning and expansion and your seventh house of partnerships. You might find you can successfully plan a significant trip, maybe an educational venture, with a partner. That could really strengthen your mutual goals.
Nice.
Yeah, or just clear, open communication about your beliefs. That could deepen trust and understanding. In personal relationships, professional ones too. The biggest opportunity here is using that clear, Virgo-style communication to expand your horizons, especially when you're teaming up with others.
And right after that, September 13th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury in Virgo, sharpening that intellectual focus even more.
Absolutely. This alignment, again in your ninth house, really sharpens your thinking, your decision-making, especially around education, travel, beliefs. You might finally book those flights or enroll in that course you've been eyeing. Or maybe you feel bold enough to share your insights publicly. You could get some really positive responses, strengthen your reputation as someone who, knows their stuff, a spotlight on your intellect.
Then on September 15th, Venus in Leo sextiles Mars in Libra. That hits your 8th and 10th houses. Sounds like it could help with professional and financial growth.
Yes, definitely. This alignment often brings positive developments there. You might find yourself in a really strong position to negotiate favorable financial terms, or perhaps attract funding for a career initiative you're passionate about. Your ability to cooperate well with, say, authority figures or business partners, that could really enhance your professional standing now, secure mutual gains. It suggests harmonious advancement, especially with shared resources.
Okay, some good flow there. But then, September 17th, Mercury in Virgo opposes Saturn in Pisces. Sounds like that tension again between big dreams and practical reality. What are the pitfalls here? How can Capricorns find that balance?
Yeah, this aspect really highlights that tension, your expansive ninth house ideas versus your immediate third house responsibilities. It's a classic conflict. You might hit obstacles, or maybe criticism from peers, relatives that temporarily stalls your plans for travel, study, publishing, whatever it is.
Ugh, roadblocks.
Could be. Or it might just mean you need to really clarify misunderstandings. Reassess your timeline so your ambitious goals are actually realistic. The common pitfall, letting those big dreams totally overshadow your present duties. Or the opposite, letting responsibilities completely snuff out your inspiration. Balance comes from realistic planning and just direct, clear communication.
Got it. Realistic planning. Okay, so as we move past mid-month, we're looking at breakthroughs, new chapters. On September 18th, Mercury enters Libra, your 10th house, harmony in professional settings.
Absolutely. This transit helps smooth things over at work. You might find yourself effectively mediating conflicts, or skillfully presenting ideas that boost your reputation, your professional image. Could be more networking opportunities, public speaking gigs, maybe that position you well as an authority.
Okay, but there's more happening that day, right?
There is. Simultaneously, that same Mercury in Libra opposes Neptune in Aries, which is down in your fourth house of home and family. So that could cause some confusion, misunderstandings between your work duties and what's needed at home.
Ah, the work-life balance struggle.
Exactly. You might misinterpret what your family expects regarding your job commitments. That could lead to tension. Or maybe unclear communication at work temporarily disrupts your home routine, requires a lot of patience to sort out.
Right.
But there's a silver lining here, too. Also on the 18th, Mercury trines Uranus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. That links your work life, sixth house, and your finances, second house. So despite the confusion, this encourages new, fast, innovative ideas. Practical breakthroughs maybe, things that could really benefit your financial security, your daily routines.
Oh, interesting. So, like, what?
Well, you might introduce new methods or tech at work that streamlines things, maybe even boosts your income potential, or just insightful conversations could spark these transformative changes in how you handle money or structure your day. It's a really dynamic day navigating confusion to find these surprising opportunities.
Okay, quite a day, the 18th. Then on the 19th, Venus enters Virgo, back in your ninth house. Enriching opportunities.
Indeed. This placement really enhances your appreciation for learning, for travel, for cultural exploration. You might attract some really beneficial opportunities for education, maybe international travel, that truly enrich your experience. And positive, harmonious interactions with teachers, mentors, even spiritual figures could offer valuable insights or help. It really boosts your personal growth. It's about finding beauty and value in expanding your world.
Lovely. Then September 20th, the Sun in Virgo opposes Saturn in Pisces. Here we go, Ben. Balancing aspirations with daily life.
Yep, here we go again. This aspect directly asks you to balance those big ninth house dreams with the practical day-to-day stuff of the third house. You might feel a bit constrained by your immediate responsibilities, maybe have to temporarily delay some bigger ambitions, or you could get some critical feedback from your environment that forces you to really clearly redefine your plans, your timelines, make sure they're achievable. It's about grounding those dreams.
Making sure they have solid footing. Okay. And then the second major celestial event, September 21st. Partial solar eclipse, 29 degrees Virgo, ninth house. You said this is a powerful new beginning, a fresh start. What does this fundamentally shift for Capricorns?
It absolutely is a fresh start. This strong activation signals a really significant new beginning related to travel, education, or your personal beliefs. You might initiate a major journey or start some formal education that feels deeply aligned with your life's direction. Alternatively, it could be profound shifts in your worldview, your personal philosophies, inspiring, lasting, meaningful changes in how you approach life's big questions. It fundamentally reshapes your perspective.
Wow. Like taking a leap of faith into a new way of seeing things.
Precisely. A leap based on culmination and readiness.
Okay, then the fall equinox arrives September 22nd. Mars enters Scorpio, your 11th house, and the Sun enters Libra, your 10th house. Sounds like ambitions intensify, career focus sharpens.
That's a good way to put it. With Mars diving into Scorpio in your 11th house, that's friendships, groups, future hopes, your social connections and ambitions get a real boost of intensity. You might feel more confident pursuing leadership roles in groups or clearly stating your goals to friends. But watch out. Increased ambition could stir up conflict within social networks, needs assertive yet thoughtful navigation of those dynamics.
Right, Mars in Scorpio doesn't mess around.
It doesn't. Simultaneously, the Sun entering Libra in your 10th brings the equinox. So more focus on professional relationships, public image. You might find yourself actively mediating workplace tensions, seeking harmony, compromise, or maybe increased visibility at work encourages you to project a more polished, balanced professional image. Enhance that reputation.
Then the very next day, September 23rd, Sun in Libra opposes Neptune in Aries, back in your fourth house. More potential confusion in work-life balance.
Could be, yeah. It can definitely create fuzziness or misunderstandings between career expectations and home responsibilities. You might struggle, again, to balance family demands with professional obligations. Clear communication of your needs is really key here to avoid or ease tension. It could also show up as unclear boundaries, especially if you work from home. Needs careful negotiation to avoid frustration all around. really about defining and protecting your personal space.
Okay, clear boundaries needed. And finally, as the month closes, September 24th, Mars in Scorpio squares Pluto in Aquarius, impacting your 11th and 2nd houses. Sounds like financial and friendship dynamics could really come to a head here.
They certainly could. This aspect can trigger conflicts, often involving friends and money or shared values, disagreements over group expenses maybe, or financial investments with friends could surface. Needs careful diplomacy. Mars and Pluto together are intense.
Understand.
Right. Alternatively, it could just lead to really intense discussions about personal values or financial decisions within your friend groups. These could bring transformative realizations, though, prompt you to reassess relationships or how you manage resources maybe more thoughtfully. It's powerful for confronting and transforming how you share resources and what truly matters to you in your social circles.
Wow, September 2025. It really does sound like an incredibly powerful month. Revelation, realignment. Those eclipses are definitely stirring the pot. And clearly not just for Capricorns, but for everyone, really, pushing us all to evolve.
Absolutely. And if we zoom out, connect this to the bigger picture, the end of 2025 is actually marking the final chapter in a much, much longer cycle. Think about it. Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, even Pluto, they're all making final passes or moving into completely new signs by early 2026. So this period, including the September, it's like an energetic reckoning, where old illusions, outdated structures, unresolved patterns, they're all surfacing for a final inner cleanup.
A final inner cleanup.
Yeah, it's truly a time to close the loop on past themes. We're not just turning a page here. We're beginning a whole new chapter, collectively and personally.
So the question for you listening is, what does this final inner cleanup look like for you? And maybe, how are you preparing for this truly new world that seems to be awaiting us in early 2026? Lots to reflect on. We hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights for your own unique journey. Thanks so much for tuning in today.